Hey you beautiful people, how's it going, and welcome to a new video. Just a very quick update video. This isn't a guide, this is just me basically saying that I will be making a guide for SST Bleed, just because a lot of people have asked me in my Discord and popped up on my old videos now. So yeah, we're gonna update it. The other ones are out of date. There's gonna be quite a lot of changes to the tree, I'd imagine. So I haven't updated that guide since 3.2 or 3.21, I think. Essentially, yeah, there are a lot of buffs for SST Bleed. Noted down some of them here. To be honest, I've skimmed through the notes because, as you can tell from the background, I've moved recently, so I have been a bit busy. But we are going to be trying to get a full guide out before the league start with a nice updated version, which is going to be on the base of my old one. So if you want to see that, hit subscribe. Don't know why I said subscribe like it's 2 words, but hit subscribe. There you go. Yeah, it's just going to have farming methods, act guides, the progressions. These are all out of date, so just ignore them for now. Gem setups, and then yeah, I'm waiting for the POE to update, so I can't do anything before then, unfortunately, but hopefully we should have it out before league start. So we'll just go over what sort of buffs that I can see from first glance anyway. So Crimson Dance is not really going to be required now because we have the Jagged Technique, which is inflict aggravated bleeding, which is really cool. Essentially makes it so you only have to hit a boss once and they'll be bleeding instead of the 8 times that you had to prior. Damage should potentially be a little bit more or maybe the same. I can't tell without actually POBing it. But yeah, this is really convenient because this is going to give you more opportunity to actually dodge mechanics and stuff whilst bossing. And it's also going to be a nice DPS boost, hopefully. Gratuitous, explode from 10 to 20%, so early mapping, early expedition, stuff like that is going to be really, really easy. Blight as well should be okay, and with the increased damage, the bosses in Blight might be okay. Hard to say. We do have the Fierce damage over time multiplier removed from gratuitous, so a slight nerf there, but you can get this on the first lab now, so the acts are going to be quite a bit faster as long as you do have that bleed chance, because obviously now we don't have 50% chance to bleed from blood in the eyes. Still attainable through weapons and through the tree though, so that should be fine. We also now have 2 Ascendancies which actually buff our damage a bit. We never had this before. We only had 2 that really increased our damage. We had the Frenzy one, but that was a bit hard to upkeep on like bosses because you use Frenzy and mapping. But yeah, we've got War of Attrition now, so 100% more damage because it's going to take 100 seconds to kill a boss on SST regardless. You're going to have 100% more damage in the boss fight, so this should double your time against bosses, so no more like 20-minute exarchs or whatever. Really nice buff there. Kind of cute actually. Weapon Master, 30% more damage of hits and ailments against enemies that are on low life whilst wielding an axe, which is our in-game weapon on SST anyway, so we're getting a free 30% more damage there when the bosses and stuff hit 50% low life. So really cool there. On top of that, they buff Versatile Combatant, which is the old Ascendancy, which made SST so great to begin with. We can now get 65 block because it's changed from 25 to 10. So this is pretty huge because we can now hit this quite easily because I believe they're buffing the actual shield nodes on the tree as well. Can't say for sure without seeing the tree on POB, as I say, but this should be pretty easy to obtain. So we might be able to even fit suppress in there, so we'll be really tanky. On top of that, we have obvious life buffs on armor, so SST Bleed is going to be pretty tanky in the next league. It might be comparable to 3.15 when it was super broken. I'm hoping it is either way, but yeah. On top of that, again, more armor now. Armor scraps are multiplicative, so more armor on shields, hopefully. It doesn't actually say shields on the patch notes, it says armor and weapons, but I'm hoping that they just lump shields into the armor definition. So yeah, more damage there, just straight buff if that's the case. So again, tankiness and more damage. And then SST, just a straight raw buff. At 248, 372 to now 297 to a 446. This is about a 20% buff on damage. And even the flat added is from 5 to 7 to 5 to 9 per 15 armor at 20. So that's going to be obviously complemented by the armor. So there's a lot of buffs here. I'm definitely league starting SST Bleed. I love this build. It's one of my favorite builds and it's such a smooth transition to maps, tier 16s and the endgame bosses. So it should be even better now. Yeah, that's it guys. I just wanted to address that because I was getting quite a few messages, so it's just easier to put a video out. Yeah, so we'll have farming methods. If you do want to see this, you know, I'll try and get it out. But yeah, it should be all good, to be honest with you. Move these around and hopefully we'll have it day before league start or early day on league start. But yeah, that's just it guys. Missed you guys. Hope you all take care until league start and have a good one. Peace. Before I go, a big shout out to my King and God tier Patreon supporters, Multi-K, Nifty, Gavin, and Pandoxy. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for the support. Catch you in the next one. Take care.